Alright, so today we're checking out Paralives, the indie life sim game. This hits early access on Steam on May 25th, and after watching the trailers, I have a bunch to review. We get right to the middle of everyday home life. Our character is going about her routine, she's cleaning things, she's fixing things, she's cooking, and then almost immediately setting the kitchen on fire. A familiar experience for anyone who's played Sims. What I love to see, though, is how lived in everything feels. It's not some perfectly curated world, it's messy, it's funny, and it already feels like it's got more personality than a lot of my past Sims experiences. Now here's something interesting. We cut to what looks like a train scene where characters from completely different households are interacting. It seems like this also doubles as where character creation kicks in, which is a clever way to introduce the new pair of folks. Speaking of character creation, Paralives gives you control over height, clothing, and a personality stat system. Physique, mind, creativity, and charisma. You can have multiple characters in a single household, of course, which opens the door to a lot of storytelling flexibility right from the start. And this is where storytellers come in. A settings system that lets you adjust gameplay features and difficulty to suit your style. Whether you want a relaxed, consequence-free sandbox experience or something with more stakes and challenge, the game gives control over to you. Honestly, a great design choice. I love the idea of Sims-like game with more gameplay variety. Now we get to see the build mode, and honestly, it looks really good. Building works both on a grid and completely freeform, so if you want perfectly symmetrical rooms or a weirdly organic layout, both are valid options here. The terrain and resizing tools are seriously impressive. You can place and scale decorations with precision, which goes a long way towards making a space actually feel like someone's home rather than a showroom or something. And oh my god, there's actually a full color wheel for customizing decoration colors. No more settling for colors that don't fit into your room design at all. The big one for anyone who's spent time in older Sims games, you can resize furniture freely. No more being stuck with a couch that's exactly 3 cushions wide, and that's that. If the piece doesn't fit the space, you resize it until it does. That alone might be worth the price of admission for a lot of people. Okay, now we get to head out into the world. You can browse and choose job schedules, a nice bit of flexibility for controlling your character's routine. A newspaper in the game highlights local events happening around town, like yoga classes, that you can actually participate in. Some shops and NPCs will even hand out free decorations, which gives you a real reason to explore regularly rather than just staying home. You can also monitor your character's hunger on the go and buy food around town. And there are also collectibles scattered around, recipe ingredients, museum donations, that kind of jazz. And they really made the world seem rewarding to explore. Participating in town events isn't just for funsies. It actually speeds up how fast your character learns. In the trailer, we see Talia gaining more experience from the yoga event than she would from practicing alone at home. Getting out into the world and growing as a character feels really well designed. Short-term goals will pop up for your character as you play. Small tasks like cooking a meal or picking up a skill. These little nudges look like they'll keep the game feeling purposeful without forcing you down a specific path. It's the kind of direction that helps newer players while staying out of the way for veterans who want to do their own thing. They've even given us personality leveling. You can level up your character's personality traits over time and earn points to evolve who they are. Your character isn't just locked into who they are from the start. They grow, they change, and become more fully realized as you play. That'll make every playthrough feel so much more unique. Now this is a big feature for me, as I've spent I don't know how long on Sims mods websites downloading more stuff for my Sims. Paralives has community mods through Steam Workshop. The game comes with an in-game modding interface, and mods will be available right there on Steam. I really can't wait to see what this community creates. And honestly, I had over 40 gigabytes worth of Sims mods, so I know. And giving the community proper tools from day one is such a good sign. Career progression in Paralives is driven by work points. You earn them on the job and can spend them on bonuses like boosting your income or stacking up more points towards promotions. It gives players a more active, choice-driven system rather than just clocking in and watching a progress bar fill up. Social life outside of work looks genuinely fun. You can meet up with coworkers after hours, you can head to the bar, play board games, chat, flirt, and build relationships organically. There's even a spin wheel mechanic for interactions like flirting, which adds a little randomness and charm to social encounters. Your happiness meter responds to all of it, so nurturing those connections actually matters for how your character feels day to day. When your character sleeps, they don't just reset. They wake up with motivation cards that hint at what to focus on the next day. It's a great way to give you direction for each day. Waking up with a sense of purpose is a small thing that makes a big difference in how grounded the gameplay feels. So your characters will actually remember embarrassing or awkward moments. So if Talia tried to flirt with someone and got shut down, that's not just something you forget. But here's where the multi-household mechanic pays off. You can have another character step in. In the trailer, Talia's roommate steps up, tells off the guy who rejected her, and suddenly there's a whole new social dynamic to build from. That kind of storytelling between characters is exactly what a life sim should be doing. So Paralives hit Steam Early Access on May 25th, and from everything we've seen in these trailers, it looks super solid. The building tools are flexible, character customization goes deep, and the social systems seem to have real emotional depth. Paralives is a single-player, offline game, so there's no online modes. On the plus side, the developers have said that all post-launch updates will be free, so there's no microtransactions or massive DLC paywalls like in Sims. As of launch day, no major game-breaking bugs have been widely reported, but keep in mind this is early access. Some rough edges are expected. The system requirements are pretty reasonable overall. A decent lower-end setup can still run the game if you lower the resolution and graphics settings, while stronger, high-end hardware will obviously give you a smoother experience with better visuals and performance. Paralives is currently PC and Mac only via Steam. There's no official controller support or console release announced for the early access. Obviously that could change in the future as development continues. Pricing details were also not listed on Steam when I was recording this video, so hopefully it comes out at a good price. I'll link the Steam page in the description so you can check it out. So if you want to leave feedback for Paralives, there's an official Paralives Discord, and you can find the link on the Steam page. The community has been active since the early development days, and is a great place to find mods, share builds, and connect with other players. I definitely want to give this game a go. I've played Sims games for the last 20 years, and I've desperately wanted a new Sims-like experience that wasn't from EA. If you want to see more Paralives content, please like and subscribe and check out my streams on YouTube and Twitch. Thank you guys so much for watching, and be sure to drop a comment below to let me know what feature you're most excited to check out.